Joint probability conceptually is the probability that both event A happens and event B happens. So joint probability is just a fancy way of saying the probability that event A happens with and intersection symbol, the probability that event B happens. And so one way to think about this is we can have a list of at each time point whether event A happened. So like here, event A did happen at time 0, at time 1 it did not happen, at time 2 it did happen. And we get a similar list for event B. So at time 0, event B did not happen, time 1 it did happen, and at time 2 it happened. So the way we can calculate the probability of event A and event B is looking for the indices, the positions where both event A happened and event B happened. In this example, this only happens in one position. Only at this index 2 do we see that both A happened, so it has a value of 1, and event B happened, so it has a value of 1. So the final joint probability is just going to be the number of positions where this happened, where in this case is one position, out of the total number of times points that we're looking at, which is 10 in this case. So the final joint probability is 0.1, or 1 over 10. So now let's look at how we would code this in Python. So we have this function probability of A and B that takes a list A like this and a list B like this. And we're going to return the joint probability of A and B. So one way we can do this is first to make a counter variable that's going to represent the number of times where both event A and event B occurred. So let's make a descriptive variable name here. Maybe let's call it count for event A and event B both happening. Set that count to start off to be 0. Then we'll loop through every position of the lists, which are the same length, so we can loop over the positions of list A or B, it doesn't matter. And for each position, we're going to check whether A at position I is equal to 1 and B at position I is also equal to 1. They're both equal to 1, then let's go ahead and add 1 to this counter variable. And after doing that, we could return our final probability, which is just our counter variable, which is the numerator, divided by the total number of events, which is just the length of our lists. And we could, again, put either A or B here. So let's run this, see what we get. I just clicked the run button, and yay, all the test cases passed. So that's joint probability for you. Don't forget to check out mlpro.io for more stats, probability, machine learning, and data science problems. Thanks.